Cespera. Joining me is Dr. William Gael. He's a board-certified physician, innovator, and founder of the Gael Center in Midtown Manhattan. He has over 20 years of leading experience through breakthroughs in anti-aging, engineered immunotherapy, and regenerative skincare. He's not only an educator to physicians worldwide, but also a patented product developer whose work has gone public in those biotech spaces. Welcome to the show, superstar.
Thank you very much. Wow, that was a great introduction. Thank you so much.
Excited to have you.
As I am here too. Thank you.
So let's chat the science of renewal. Regeneration has become a buzzword, not just in medicine, but also in aesthetics. And it's on everyone's lips, from stem cells to growth factors, yet often it's misunderstood.
Yes.
So for the skin, we know renewal is critical. Our epidermis turns over every 28 days or so. Collagen production slows as we age, and oxidative stress compounds damage. And at the same time, hyperpigmentation remains a persistent challenge. Of course, one that Cespera has directly addressed with targeted science-backed tech, which I love. So from your perspective, what role does regeneration truly play in maintaining and restoring skin health?
So regeneration it's exactly like you said. There's always cell turnover. In fact, I don't know if the listeners know, we have about 60 billion cells a day that turn over. I mean, think about that. We're talking in the billions. That's how many cells in our body turn over every single day. And there's one cell that is known as senescence, which means, you may have heard that before, but senescent cells are cells that are starting to get inflammation, and they're going to die, but they're not dead yet. And so as these cells are aging and dying, they stimulate inflammation. And I think we all know inflammation is the root of all evil. So if we can lessen senescent cells, we can actually be healthier. And so there's a whole section of medicine called senolytics, which are trying to figure out a way to lessen senescent cells. But senescence leads to aging, inflammation, hyperpigmentation, all those types of things, all those bad things that we don't want. So one of the things that we've started doing is to incorporate stem cells into our skincare. And how do we do that? Well, we actually can take stem cells, and stem cells make these little tiny particles of protein called exosomes. Now, I don't know if the listeners are familiar with exosomes, but the way that I make an analogy is to think of the stem cell as the queen bee, and think of the exosome as the worker bee or the drone. That worker bee does all the work that the queen